welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am gonna teach you literature which is filled with a lot of emotions and a wonderful short story which is written by a well-known writer Ruskin Bond. So first of all let's read the short story. Then after that I will explain you in details. Mr. Oliver, an Anglo-Indian teacher, was returning to his school late one night on the outskirts of the hill station of Shimla. From before Kipling's time, the school had been run on English public school lines, and the boys, most of them from wealthy Indian families, wore blazers, caps and ties. Life magazine, in a feature of India, had once called it the Eton of the East. Mr. Oliver had been teaching in the school for several years. The Shimla Bazaar with its cinemas and restaurants was about 3 miles from the school, and Mr. Oliver, a bachelor, usually strolled into the town in the evening, returning after dark, when he would take a shortcut through the pine forest. When there was a strong wind, the pine forest made sad and eerie sounds that kept most people to the main road. But Mr. Oliver was not a nervous or imaginative man. He carried a torch and its gleam. The batteries were running down, moved fitfully down the narrow forest path when its flickering light fell in the figure of a boy who was sitting alone on a rock. Mr. Oliver stopped. Boys were not supposed to be out after dark. "What are you doing out here, boy?" asked Mr. Oliver sharply, moving closer so that he could recognize the miscreant. But even as he approached the boy, Mr. Oliver sensed that something was wrong. The boy appeared to be crying. His head hung down, he held his face in his hands, and his body shook convulsively. It was a strange, soundless weeping, and Mr. Oliver felt distinctly uneasy. "Well, what's the matter?" he asked, his anger giving way to concern. "What are you crying for?" The boy would not answer or look up. His body continued to be racked with silent sobbing. "Come on, boy, you shouldn't be out here at this hour. Tell me the trouble. Look up." The boy looked up. He took his hands from his face and looked up at his teacher. The light from Mr. Oliver's torch fell on the boy's face, if you could call it a face. It had no eyes, ears, nose, or mouth. It was just a round, smooth head with a school cap on top of it, and that's where the story should end. But for Mr. Oliver, it did not end here. The torch fell from his trembling hand. He turned around and scrambled down the path, running blindly through the trees and calling for help. He was still running towards the school buildings when he saw a lantern swinging in the middle of the path. Mr. Oliver stumbled up to the watchman, gasping for breath. "What is it, Sahib?" asked the watchman. "Has there been an accident? Why are you running?" "I saw something horrible. A boy whipping in the forest, and he had no face." "No face, Sahib? No eyes, nose, mouth, nothing?" "Do you mean it was like this, Sahib?" asked the watchman and raised the lamp to his own face. The watchman had no eyes, no ears, no features at all, not even an eyebrow. And that's when the wind blew the lamp out. So, it is a supernatural story, and the writer makes the supernatural look natural by his artistic skills. So the story is set in a pine forest. It revolves around Mr. Oliver, who is an Anglo-Indian teacher. So Anglo-Indian teacher means a teacher who is Indian as well as British. So Mr. Oliver has a strange experiences as he experienced many things while passing through a pine forest at night. He sees the figure of a boy in the light of a torch. So he stops because he thinks that boys are not supposed to be out at dark. He moves closer to the figure in order to recognize him, and appears that the boy was crying and heard soundless weeping, which made him tensed and gets upset also. So he asked the boy that why he is crying. But the boy neither asks nor looks up. So Mr. Oliver again asks that why you are crying. Then the boy looks up. Then Mr. Oliver fancies that the boy has no eyes, ears, nose or mouth. It is just a round, smooth face with a school cap on top of it. he gets frightened and runs towards the school building. So it is the creation of his own mind. He fantasies this all. His mind is gripped with fear, extreme fear. Everything there appears to be strange and mysterious and supernatural. So while running, he stumbles up with watchman gasping for breath. He is so much frightened that he fancies that the watchman whom he meets has no eyes, no ears, no features at all, not even an eyebrow. All this makes the story supernatural, but Ruskin Bond's supernatural is neither frightening nor horrifying. So, here I end my explanation of this beautiful short story written by Ruskin Bond, A Face in the Dark. So if you find my video useful to you, then please like, share and subscribe my channel, and if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. Thanks for watching.